Okay, I am back and I'm live. This is part 52. Did part 51 like just about an hour ago. I had something to do. Got a bit more time now, like about 40-50 minutes. So basically, I'm calling part 52 because it is the 52nd video, but it is like part 51B. So I'll set something up on my Switch and then I will get to this. So install a couple of things. Okay, so what I want to do, actually, this is erase that. Let me delete that. Okay, so I want to make sure no drop frame, that's good. I wanted to go on to and just bear with me, I just need to connect my Switch up to the internet. I removed it so we wouldn't accidentally update it, but I will just put in flight mode for next time. I'm going to transfer something using the network. I seem to have issues if I try and use USB, though it's faster. So the Wii sound, really playful sounds. Okay, so if I was to go to select file, I want to do at the Olympic Games, upload, boom, SD card. Okay, that's fine, that's installing. I can leave that over here. I'm gonna turn down the brightness just so it retains some extra battery. That's fine. So leave that, and what we're gonna do is just continue with what we've coding, and that was our project. So we was on the set position, and I was thinking, we have the positions set. I think it would actually help if we got something that we could potentially use as this, as an example. So if I type in, let's type in 8-bit cloud PNG. Let's grab something that's like an 8-bit cloud. There's not alpha on there. The alpha on that bad boy. So let's grab this one. Okay, I'm gonna call it cloud.png, and I need it in resources, cloud.png, cloud.png, and if let's say in splash state I created another parallax, and I'll call this parallax 2, parallax 2, and in this splash state .cpp I was to say basically something pretty similar. I said parallax 2 equals new parallax data, and I basically copied and pasted this. There's nothing that I want. I want a constructor that takes just file paths instead of, it won't be constructor, set background method that takes just file paths instead of sprites. It's going to be a lot more elegant and easier to do it, you know, that way, and have that. Now have both options, I guess, but that way you can pass in a sprite, but you don't have to. Okay, so this is going to be, we're going to say cloud.png. I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to copy and paste this. So there's a bunch of them, let's say, and I'll get rid of that. And we're going to say parallax set speed to, I don't know, 500, something along those lines, and we need to do parallax to update DT parallax to draw. So technically this is not parallax, we are manually doing the parallax with essentially a class that's a scrolling background. It will be renamed to scrolling backgrounds, and then we'll create a parallax class that uses objects of the scrolling backgrounds and keep some sort of vector of them or something. That's the plan. Okay. Oh, does this not actually have alpha? Does it have alpha or not? I don't think it does. I think that's literally just the... a big cloud alpha image. Some headsets are coming up now. Let's have a look. So if I go on to documents, GitHub, project XYZ, the code, resources on the cloud. See, it should look like that. Instead, now see that's technically an actual background. So yeah, we want something more along these lines. That's what we want, something along these lines right here. Open image in a new tab. Let's save that. Save as. Okay, boom. Let's give this another test, another run. So if I run it, let's see how it looks. Oh, what happens there? So let's make it a little bit slower. We got 2 by default. Don't go to the screen, it comes back. Second, boom. Then why did the others take a while to appear then? It's very strange. But then it's okay after we've... So we've got to fix this issue, whatever this is, first. So by default, we set to left. It's set to the horizontal orientation. So speed of 100, which we override, and then we change it back to 100, so that doesn't actually matter. I can change the directions. If I did set direction, I did parallax direction right. Okay, it's helping me conceptualize what's happened a bit to an extent. Okay, so with the left one, if it's left, by default you have 2 on there. I have 3 on there. 1. So the only 3 can fully fit on there. Okay, so if only 3 can. I don't think it's a culling issue, but let me, have a look. Let me disable culling. And we can disable culling by basically getting rid of this. So let's give this a run. Don't believe it's a culling issue though. No, it's not a culling issue. So that'll switch. It was done 2 switches now. 3. Okay, so once all 3 of them have gone, Let me see. What happens if I just add a total of 3? Does this work now? If it does, let's try add a total of 2, then total of 4. That means it's a total of 3. Oh, that's an issue because, you know, we haven't implemented an offset yet. That's calm, that is. So let's do a total of 2. Ooh, the switch crashed by the looks of it. What happened here? Okay, so what we're gonna say is, what happens if we have 4? Okay, so let me. I was looking at my phone at the time. So we have 3, 3, 3, or 4. Run that again. So we have 3 by default. 1 switch, 2 switch. So as soon as 3 have switched, then they all appear. That's very, very interesting. Let me go to, simply put, the set background positions method. Set background positions, set background positions. So it's background size. So it would be this one here. I'm not going to call the update method in case that's messing something up. So let me, I'll get rid of update. If it shows all false, something wrong with the update. If it doesn't, then it's unlikely to be with the update. So it doesn't, therefore it is very likely that it is something else. Now let's actually start printing off. So when we say set background, I don't know why this would be the case, but let me just comment out all original Parallax stuff. So we're only dealing with the second Parallax. Splash state. Okay. There's a person alert on the doorbell. It's the next door neighbor. We're running again. running this again. Okay, minimize this. Let me just. So we got 3 clouds. 1, 2, and the third one should trigger the 4th one as well. Okay, so something is happening here. Something is happening indeed. That is weird. Let's go back to a full 5. Let's undo this. Okay, so I'm gonna look into Parallax CPP. So I feel like it's gonna be something based on where we set in the background positions. So what I'm gonna do is SPD log info, and I'm literally gonna get out the backgrounds dot at I dot get position x. If I try and just print off position, I wonder how that'll work. If I can just pass it in as vec2. So look. Okay, so instead of the get position, I'll do get position x, and I'm gonna do SPD log info. I'm gonna do C out. And now, here we go. A lot of them run. But again, we got the other background position as well for this. Let's comment this out. So let's just do this as only the one parallax at the moment so far. One of them. One of them. Let's try giving this a run. based on this, that okay. It's run 5 times, but this is weird. These values are very weird. We got a total of so it's run 10 times here. 331. All the y should be 0. I don't have an issue with that. The issue I have is y is 331 0. 331 0. Has set background positions being run twice by any chance? Set direction. So I'm not calling set direction, but I am. Let me try give this a run. Let's see what happens now. We need to fix that as well, but even before that, there's that issue. So if I run it again, I'll probably just have 3 on the screen, or 2 on the screen. So you get code here. So you get code there. Yes, code there. We're no longer setting the direction, but saying that is set direction being called anywhere else. Set scroll. I'm not doing a set scroll to manual. Technically, they're not positioned yet. Oh, yeah, this is an issue. But we're doing it on this. So on left, we're doing 1, 2. Still doing 1, 2, 3. Then 1, 2. I bet you this will only make 1 appear now. Alright, both of them appear. So we get 1. Yeah, I don't know how I've set background position is semi messed up. Okay, no, I'm gonna change it back to. I'm gonna copy and paste this. Comment that out and change this back to 0. Change this to less than underscore backgrounds dot size I plus plus. Now let's give it a run. but I'm pretty sure this had other issues. Now they're all appearing, and they're all appearing correctly, but let me whack these back in the way everything was pre-commenting it out. Let's see what happens if I try and do this, because I remember there was something. Okay, instead of set, do it to horizontal. Yeah, that's messing up, but that should be left and right. This was that thing that was messing up. Believe, let me parallax, set speed to 500, parallax, not 2, set direction to parallax, direction left. Try that, and then I'll try right. Let me just have a look at that again. So 1, 2, 3. Good stuff, good stuff. Just manually slowing it down and just going through it. Let's try right. Three, two, one. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Try up and down. That's fine. Up, down. Three, two, one. Okay, so that was messed up. 3, 2, 1. Down was messed up, which is equivalent of right. 3, 2, 3. Let me try right then. Obviously I messed up because I was meant to be up and down. Up. Still going. 3, 1, 2. Okay, that works that way. Let me try scrolling the other way. 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. So you go 3, 2, 3 first. Horizontal. So why would it do that? So let me, if I run it one more, let me run it again. Again, I did the wrong thing here. Meant to be left and right. So it should be 1. Why would it do 2? If we're moving to the left way. So if we do set scroll to manual, it calls the set direction method, which calls the set background positions method. Let me comment this and see what would actually happen if I get rid of this one here. Okay, I think that may have solved it. No, it doesn't really solve it. I think the actual problem with the set background position method. Set background positions. Let me get rid of that. Let me literally put it here. Let me see what we get. Ooh, 0, 12, 8, and then you whacked it back to a 0. I think I know what the issue is. If I go to engine definitions and let's have put 1920 by 1080. Okay, that's copied over. Okay, let's go try and see if it actually works. That works. So I was going to try and install that other one again. Okay, so now this did not do what I was expecting it to, so I don't think it is because of why I thought it was. I thought it was constantly getting reset if it was off screen, but no, I don't think that's what the issue is. So if I run this now, I get that. So currently it's in horizontal, which means right. Set scroll to manual. Does a set direction, which does a set background positions. Why is second back code to the background positions messing things up? That's what I'm trying to figure out. It's almost right, because you get 0, 1280, but instead of getting 2560, we get 0 again. But you'll probably work this way now for the manual, but then that'll mess up for the other one, for the clouds. Unless we say if it's left, then we do this. If it's right, then we do the other one. So if it's left, what's the okay? Yeah, let's just do it. So if it's right, we want this one. So we're going to copy that. If it's down, we want the same. Otherwise, if it's left, we're going to call this. How do you do the indentation again? Command Okay, so let me try running that. So we're in, it goes to horizontal. Ignore that issue where it's not there. That seems to be alright as well. And I believe I've got I've got both set background positions in there. So that means if I was to go back to engine definitions, undo this, and give this a run. This is another problem, but it's fixed. Okay, so let's scroll this way. Okay. Boom, that works great. Let me quickly check the vertical one, because it's possible that I mixed up the loops, so it's possible. Let's have a sat wrong on my leg. It's feeling a bit weird. Down. Okay, so that one seems to work well as well now. Okay, so so when he was on the larger screen, there was that issue, but realistically, we would, we should design the backgrounds. I mean, it's nothing that we're going to be 100%. They should be designed on the assumption that each background is only going to appear on there once. Otherwise, we'll design the image accordingly, and that's fine for there, so that won't be an issue. That obviously that was a bug that we've fixed, but that wasn't actually what we was doing. We was looking in the set position thing. That set position, have not done that yet. If we go to Parallax, where is that? There we go, set position, or set positions. I'm going to try something. If I go down here, and let's say, so by default it's moving to the left. So when we set the position, I'm immediately just going to add an offset. I'm just literally just going to hard code it in, just out of testing. If I added an offset of 200, let's say 500 pixels. 200 pixels. What would actually happen? Will this work or not? Or would the reset mess it up? That's what I want to know. I feel like the reset might actually mess it up. Yeah, the reset messes it up. So now, what was it? It was a plus 200. If I did that for on the, it's not the reset, it's the update, it's the flick back almost. If I did that on the update as well, I added 200 on. Again, this is a manual thing, like an offset. If this works, then offset shouldn't be much of an issue. It's the initial position stuff. It's too slow. I'm gonna bump the speed up a bit to, well, what's it at the moment? No, yeah, 500 is it? I'm gonna say the clarion 500. That's the background is 500, but then they'll go set to manual scroll anyway, so the speed got set to 0, so it's neither here nor there. I mean, so far that's looking good. Yeah, that's looking good. So in terms of an offset, we're looking good. But then, do we set position, or do we merely just set an offset? In the X and Y potentially. So if I did an offset instead, parallax, and if I did an offset, that's technically not in the Y direction, but that's fine. So if I literally did an offset plus about 250, and I'm gonna set this one the 3, 2, 1. No one cares. Thank you very much, Firecracker. Oh, the first one messed up though. First one always seems messed up, but I think there's a different if statement for that, isn't there? What is it? There's a different if statement. That's why that is. We're close with this. We're very close with this now. I didn't mean alpha, I meant offset. Might not even need a set position now. I don't think we need that. I think we just need an offset. Offset X. Const part 52. Indeed. Const float ampersand offset Y. Is it called set position, or is it more called set offset? And do I just do then at the point of do I literally, I think this should be pretty simple. Float underscore offset X underscore offset Y offset for the background, which by default, underscore offset X equals underscore offset Y, which equals 0. That's calm. And I need, so there's a few things I need to change here. This will be, obviously this will say underscore offset X equals offset X underscore offset y, which equal offset y, and we're gonna say underscore offset y. This is gonna be adding the underscore offset x. Let me just get it working for the left one for now, and I need to do it over here somewhere. No, there's an extra thing checked I need to do here. Underscore offset y underscore offset x. I think we're ready for a test. By default, this should be the same. Parallax. This one, I want to call this alpha, not set position, because it is not position. It's set offset. By default, it works fine. Okay, that's calm. Let me just fix this. Okay, so if I was to say, parallax 2, set offset, and I'm going to do this offset by about 350, I'll do this by about 250, and boom, there we go. Let's see if that helps us position our clouds, or any background, I guess, really. Didn't quite work out the way I'd hoped. So 350, 250, set offset. Let's see what we did. So set offset, offset x, offset y. Okay, that's looking good so far. And in the set background position, we do offset x, offset y, offset x. So again, this will only ever be called the once. Ooh, yes. Ideally, we want to do this before the backgrounds. And if we do set offset, we're just going to say set background positions. That fixed it all. Is that it? I mean, okay, I'm going to do left, right, set position. Right, up and down, left now. Right, up, left and down. So if we was to have a quick look at the right one, number right. Do underscore offset x underscore offset y, and if here I put minus offset x underscore offset y. Then if I give that a little sizzle in here, and the sizzle will be this. Minus offset x obviously I won't change anything. I need to change the direction to right. It's looking good though. It is looking good, yeah. It's looking good. Yeah, obviously that doesn't do anything, so I've got to do it this way. Okay, so that's good. That right is working now, but I feel like if I was to set that to manual, let's say if I set that to horizontal, I feel like manual would just mess it up because we're doing a separate style of move, aren't we? Are we or aren't we? So what does the... Okay, so if I go to Parallax 2, left, right, did that just flick on? Go and scroll it the other way. I would say this should just be more of an offset. All the images, we should just be one, like a bigger image. Yeah, that's what we're gonna say. But it actually still works. So if we have a bigger offset, so if we have the offset for this to be that all seems okay, to be fair. Let me get rid of the... Okay, so in Parallax CPP, that's looking all good. So we've got to basically implement this for up and down now as well. So up is the equivalent of left. So here we'll have, actually first of all, let's do here, underscore offset x, underscore offset y, underscore offset x, and here, because everything's been added, so we're just going to add underscore offset y, and I'll do the others while I'm here, and then I'll test it as well individually. Offset x, underscore offset y, and we're going to say underscore offset x underscore offset y, and not underscore, it's dash, I mean minus underscore offset x. I was thinking of underscores too much, I'll put underscore instead of a minus, and for this, because it's a plus, we'll be adding the offset x, not the y one we're adding, sorry, my bad, and plus, I'm going to say the same thing here, plus underscore offset y, and here we're going to be taking it away, so we're going to say minus underscore offset y, minus underscore offset y, and we're going to say set direction to up. Let's give this a test, then we set direction to down. If that works, then we that's totally messed up, that is. Let me test down. I mean, down works all right. That works flawlessly, I'm saying, I would say. Okay, so first of all, let me just quickly, if I change this to default position of up, direction of up, and I change this to back to up, does this still do the same thing? If it does, then I'll have a look at the code. I'll probably just put some plus or a minus somewhere incorrect, or an x or a y incorrect. Yes, okay. So if I go to here, undo that. First of all, let me have a look at the set background position. So up, x, and y, underscore x, underscore offset y. Why did I do a minus? That should be plus. Let me just confirm it over here. We should do because that looks all good there. I think I just made a mistake over there before. Boom, done. That's working now. Okay, so we've done this. Let me just give this a quick comment. It's got no return type, but it's got parameters, and the parameter is offset x, x-axis, background offset, no, offset between backgrounds in the x-axis. And what we're going to say for this one is set the offset with the background offset. I don't know if we really need a getter for this. Don't think we really do. Okay, and y set background of that takes. Still need to do that. That was a pretty quick and easy one. I'm going to be wrapping up in a second, so let me just give it a quick build, and let me just also Okay, so Parallax, almost done. Added offset. What else I did? Added reset. Fixed scrolling issues. Commit to master, and then we'll push to the origin. Push origin, I think it is. Push origin now. Okay, so set background with far past, that's a simple one. So when I say set background, instead of a vector of sprites, we'll have a vector of strings, and we'll create the sprites in line. That's, I mean, within the class, that's not an issue. But the fit window, this right here, I'm thinking, should we do this or not? Like, is that a necessary feature? Like, is that even a good thing to have in there? Like, basically making it stretch, even if it maintains the ratio. Because should we just not design the images accordingly? I'll have a look at it. I will have a look at it and decide, but I'm in two minds about it. This is coming along nicely. Obviously, the less code, the better. But I'm just thinking, we've got all this done, and when we get onto parallax sort of stuff, we can, or like making games, we don't have to worry about this side of it. Okay, that's that done. I want to thank everyone for watching. So this was a weird day where we had a part 1 about 2 hours ago for like 15 to 20 minutes. Then we just had we had part 51 of the coding live stream. We got part 52 now, and this was a normal length one, over an hour and a quarter so far, and it's been good. I've really enjoyed it. We've got a lot done. Tomorrow we'll be just continuing as normal. It'll be part 53, still on parallax backgrounds, number 7. We won't be wrapping up yet, because once we've done them, we actually need to abstract. I'm going to note that down, because otherwise I might forget. So I'm going to say abstract, convert parallax class into scrolling background class, create parallax class. And obviously we'll have multiple layers in that particular class, but at least most of the effort will be done with all this parallax stuff, and then we won't have to worry. So potentially could get all this done tomorrow or Sunday we should be all good for that. And then once we've done that, parallax will be done. We'll have a individual scrolling background feature as well, and then we can get on to file load and then GUI stuff. Slowly getting there, and yeah, it's good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, so that's it. I want to thank everyone for watching. I will see you all tomorrow for 2 live streams. One will be the gameplay live stream, Crisis, the journey to the platinum, and that's not a new Crisis game, by the way. It's my journey to gain the platinum. It won't sound like a new game, Crisis, journey to the platinum. But yeah, Crisis, gain the platinum. Won't be getting it yet, but just playing on Delta, and another live stream later on in the day, which will be this game engine coding live stream. So thanks for watching. Have a good night. Maybe it's morning for you. Maybe it is already Saturday. Could still technically be Friday morning, depending on where you are in the world. Could it still technically be Thursday? Possibly. I think possibly. Yeah, I think it could be. Whatever day it is, have a good day. Have a good weekend. And I'll see you tomorrow. Or maybe later on today for you, depending on what your time zone is. Bye-bye.